friends, hello and welcome back to APJava. It is a rainy grey day, which is perfect because I have an apology to make, quite a few in fact. So and you might be wondering why I'm dressed like a villager. Well, that was part of the apology that I need to make. So when we last met, if you remember, I was running from the law. We had this whole storyline going on about murder at Merchants Row, etc. And I had this big plan for a series that I was going to run. And I got Foxy in to do some stuff, and Mrs. Rodwin rescued me from jail, and it was really fun. And then life kicked me in the gut. My father-in-law had 3 ambulance trips in a week, and we were up and down to the Gold Coast trying to work out what was wrong with him. And then Phoenix Craft season 2 ended and season 3 started, and yeah, excuse me guys, I had to drop something, and unfortunately APJava was what got dropped. So it has been way too long since I was with you, and I apologize to everyone who's watching, and also the APJava guys, for not continuing that story and not being able to get on and record. But I am back now, I hope. I really hope. And I have some plans for today. Today we are going to get back to working on our swamp village, but before I do that, I want to show you the awesome work that Foxy did for me, because it was really brilliant. And you can see it over there in the corner. Oh, do I have my... Oh my gosh, I have no armor on. It's packed away somewhere in my ender chest. It's 1 o'clock. We should be fine. Famous last words, pen. Famous last words. Anyway, look at this over here. You can see this absolutely fantastic police van that Foxy made for me. I love it so much, Foxy. It is wonderful. I'll drop a link to Shadow Fox's channel down below in the description, because you have to go and check it out. Look at these guys. I had the Codhead detectives coming after me. I was in this fantastic police van that he built. And if you're wondering why it's out here, well, I built myself a hideaway that I was going to record in, and it's through here. I had a lot of fun with this. So I've got this sort of water-filled dank cave at the top, and it leads down to my little hideout. I had this whole smuggler story, and this was the detectives coming to get me. We had so much fun setting this up. Look, this is my, the campfire, my little potato farm. It was, yeah, it would have been great, but unfortunately these things happen, and it's kind of been so long since this story started that I don't want to pick it up again. I feel that I need to just start fresh back at my village and get myself back into the rhythm of what I'm doing in APJava, because I've strayed so far from my original plans that, yeah, I'm going to put a lot of effort in over the next few days and weeks to get myself back on track and get regular uploads again from APJava, because this is a great server. I have been having so much fun on it, like so much fun. You have no idea. And I'm really sad that I haven't made any progress on all of the plans that I had. So I need to sort of cut down, I think, and just do a lot of smaller builds on the server until I can get my life sorted. So that's where we're at the moment. So thank you very much, everyone, for being patient and understanding. And you numpties, I actually missed you. I really did. And I'm glad to be back with you. Hello. Okay, let's talk about what I would like to do today. It is down here in my swamp village, which I really love my swamp village. I'm so glad to be back here and working on it again. So we have this one lone house with our single swamp villager. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Good. Oh no, I don't want to buy anything. I want to see him. Why are you a Fletcher? What? You're actually a fully fledged Fletcher. I don't remember doing that. But good. I hope you enjoy your new profession. Maybe it's because I already had fishermen. I don't know. It has been nearly 3 weeks. I think it might even be a month. Oh, I'm so embarrassed by that, guys. I really apologize. But anyway, the past is in the past. Today's job is I want to put a central meeting place here for my guys. So I'm going to build a custom tree. Now, custom trees actually take quite a bit of effort, but I have a technique for a cheaty custom tree that I'm going to build, and I'm actually going to do a tutorial on that. Haha, she says. I promise I will do a tutorial on that, and I will get that back out to you soon. But today we're going to focus on building our custom tree, and so that we can start getting this nice meeting place where all our villagers can come together when it's their meeting time. All right, let me find my gear and put on something a little more secure, and then I will be there. It is. I will be right back with you. Okay, I'm out here on this island because this is where I would like to start building it. And it's going to be made out of oak, you know, to match sort of the tone of the rest of the build. And I want it kind of coming off here. So, whoops, I did practice this in creative to make sure that I could do what I wanted to do. And I actually think I'm going to run out of saplings. So it might be all right. So basically that's around the middle. So what I'm doing, this is my cheaty tree, because what takes so long with making custom trees is not just the structuring, but putting all the leaves on top. And by doing this method, it speeds it up significantly, and you don't, you don't actually need any bone meal. The good thing about oak trees is that they will grow very close to each other. So you can put a block of 4x4 oak trees down and they will happily grow together. And this makes it very easy. And in fact, most other trees will do that. Jungle's very slow to do that. Spruce does not do that at the moment, but it will in 1.16, I believe, unless they did in 1.15 and I've got myself mixed up. But anyway, but what I want to do while I'm waiting for these guys to grow is to clear this tree out. And I'm sorry, Mr. Tree, but you are in a place where I eventually want to have a walkway. So what I'm planning to do, oh, I feel bad. I should get some of those. Where's my shears? I'm going to steal some of these vines before they disappear. Because you can never have too many vines, right? So what I want to do is have all of the pathways sort of interconnecting and leading out to this central area. And I'm going to dig away a lot of the soil once I've done my tree underneath it, so that the tree is coming out of the swamp, as it were. That's my plan anyway, and it probably will take quite some time, but it won't take as long as just making one from scratch. What will take longest, of course, is waiting for all of the saplings to grow, because I didn't bring any bone meal with me. Although, actually, you know what? I think I have a bucket load of bone meal back at the base. Let me go and grab that. I do have bones. There you go. Any of you who mocked my silly little mob farm, just like to point out I am overflowing with them. Oh, there we go. We've got one. Now let's make another one. I'm just crawling around bone mealing these trees from underneath. Of course, the problem with growing in a swamp is that they do tend to grow quite small, but that's all right. Oops, I just fell off. That's all right. Now, what you want to do is to remove all of this leaf, because this is stuff that you will use up the top just to tidy up what you have so far. Oh, good. We did get a big tree in there. That's good. Usually they're a lot bigger, but that's okay. We can build from this. What you have done here is just put down the basic structure of the tree. And you don't need to go all the way up the top. You can work through that. And it doesn't look like much now, does it? But bear with me. Gosh, I hope I bought some more iron. Yes, I did. Good, because I'm going to need more shears pretty fast. Okay, let's put some of this away. Not there. I'm just going to sleep and then we'll get on with it. All right. what we want to do now is to shape the bottom of our tree. So of course trees have, you know, a thickened base and roots coming off. So this is, if you can imagine, our base. And wow, this is going to be a lot bigger than I had planned, but that's all right. Go big or go home, right? Absolutely. So you want to make some wood, very important. And then you need some plain wood, and we are going to start making, so go, no, you're bugging me, shoot, wrong one. Start by building up the sides a little bit and then the edges. So we're making this a little bit rounder because the tree, this is the width that will be up the top before the branches come out. So we just want to build this out a bit like that. And then you want to make the corners a little bit and try to make them a little bit uneven. Now, this is where I struggle because I put down blocks and then I realize I have to remove them and get bark blocks, and you are facing the wrong way, sir. You need to go upwards, and so do you. There you go. Okay, so we'll put a bark block there and one there. Now what you want to do is to bring these out and stretch your roots across. Now I actually think that I will start to remove a lot of the land so that I know where I'm going with this. And I actually want the water to come in around the base of the tree. So if you can imagine, it's a tree that's been flooded out. So the water has come in around it, and this is going to be an absolute pain, but that's all right. We'll just live with it. Okay. So by shaping this land, it makes it easier for me to draw the roots down into the water, which is where they need to go. Bucket. My dogs are super barky today. I don't know what's annoyed them, but they're like, no, we will the bark. We will the bark. So yes, if you hear them, that's probably Joey. He's got the big voice. He's the loud one. He's like me. He's the loud one. The Kelpie doesn't bark very often. That's Joe. Go on, Joe. Be loud. What are you barking at, boy? Okay. That needs to come in underneath. And I think that's roughened up enough. Yeah, that's good. Okay. I'll just fill in all the water and I'll be right back with you. Now I will shape the land on either side a bit more, but not today. I want to focus on getting this tree done because I have limited time today. So I'm carving this right back up against the tree. So you'll have a little bit of dirt coming out from the tree like so, that the roots can curve around. Okay, like we'll put one under there like that. I think that looks good. In fact, now that we've removed that, I can put that down there. So can you see how I'm trying to build up the shape of the tree coming down? And you can do the same here. One under there and just remove that one. So it's all about trying to make the tree roots sort of come down into the ground like that. And I should be using the bark blocks, these ones, so I don't get that edge like that's facing the wrong way. Unfortunately, they're the same as these ones, that if you don't put them against something, they go in a different direction than what you desire. Okay, you can see where I'm going. Let me finish the roots and we'll go from there. All right, let's step back and take a look at it. It looks a little bit funny now because we've got that greenery on top. But that should be pretty much what we want. How does it look from this side? Yep, I like that. I like that. You need to have the base of the tree fairly thick so that when you start to go up in the center, it doesn't look unbalanced. Now our central point, we need our saplings again. Where did I put them? Here's saplings. No, where did I put them? There they are. We need our saplings and we need a whole lot of bone meal and our shears. Okay. And scaffolding. Good. I'm glad I remembered to bring that because that would have been bad. And of course we need dirt. So let's go up a little bit and see what we can do. And I will need to clear this away so that, no, up, thank you. Clear this away so I can see where I'm working. Now, okay, so the center of the tree is in here. You don't need to clear too much away, but what we're going to do now is put down 4 pieces of dirt. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 saplings. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the good thing about this, see how the development of the trunk is uneven here. We can use that to our advantage. But first we've got to get these trees to grow. So grow, oops, uh-oh. And then there's that problem where just how do I get back to the rest of the trees? And again, you might just have to carve your way in so that you can grow the rest of the trees. And they will grow up if there is stuff on top of them with it. No problem whatsoever. But give me back my torch. See? Another one and our last one. Come on, come on. Beautiful. All right. I'm stuck in leaves, but we are out. Let's go down, have a look and see how that looks. Not very good, but bear with me on this. Oh, it's bedtime again. Oh, hang on. What we're going to do now is start to make the top of the tree, and then this will all begin to come together and look less like, I mean, even like that, with just the little dangly bits of leaves there, you can see that it's got that shape of a tree. It comes up and it comes in, but we are going to clear some of those out so that we can see what we're doing. Where are my shears? And then we're going to do a nifty trick that I learned from one of the guys on Phoenix Craft, Mr. Vizuki, and I'll show you that in just a minute. Let me clear this away so we can get a better idea of where we want to go next. But I mean, this is honestly a lot simpler than laying everything down block by block. So as a little cheaty method, it definitely has merit. It's not going to be as amazing as a hand-built one, but it will certainly be a lot better than the standard trees. And this is so easy that anyone can do it. You can tell because I'm doing it. There we go. Can you see now that we've got that shape coming up? And what we have to do is replace that dirt with trunk as well, just to make sure. And can you see how these two trunks are the same height? We're going to bring one up a little bit so that we don't have a sharp line there. We're going to have a bit more of an uneven line, and that won't take but a moment if I don't fall off. And you also have, I've left the inside hollow because you can do that nifty thing, you know, where you walk underneath hollow trees if you really want to. It's entirely up to you, and I will probably do that later on. So I'm going to put one up there, and one up there, and then go and have a look. Half of building time is just stepping back to see, yes, what you've done. Now can you see what I'm doing? And at this point, we start to bring things outwards. This is going to be gigantic, absolutely gigantic, and so very simple to make. And then of course when we're done, we'll just decorate down the bottom, add some vines, and voila. See, I'm going to leave that because it looks like a low-hanging branch, and in fact I could even put a branch out there like that if I wanted to. I'm not sure if I do or not. We shall see. It probably doesn't need it because it's not big enough, but that's the technique that we'll be using later on. So let's get up top now. Actually fill up our bucket again before we forget. Let's get up top now. We've only got 7 saplings left. Oops. I really must do some tree harvesting. I don't know where all my saplings went. I had heaps. Anyway, let's get up top. Stop talking, Pen. Get up top and do your job. Right. Now, where's my scaffolding? I have to scaffold up here. Thank you. And oh, don't fall off, Pen. And remove these. Right. And these. Good. I like that we've got a bit of difference in terms of the height here. So down the bottom, I want to make one of those really big, you know, a giant oak tree, basically. Or do I want to do it up the top? I think I'll do it up the top. And so to do this, this is a trick that I learned from Mr. Bazooki, and I will link the video down below. If you put 2 fences beside your tree and grow it, actually, let's hope the other trees grow. They should be fine. Go, 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 go. Yes, you get a giant tree. Now that's not a very nice one, to be perfectly honest, but that's all right. Do you know why? Because we're about to build 4 more around it, which will make it look a lot better. There we go. There's another one. And then this one. Yes, thank you. And this one. Good. Now we're going to go down here, remove our soil, fill in the gaps. This is where it becomes a lot easier in creative, because you can just fly around your tree. But you know, it works just fine in survival as well. And you can't even see that, and you certainly won't see that when we're finished. So I'm not going to bother fixing it. All right. Now again, we need to go back and have a look at our tree and see the shape, because it's only just beginning. We have a lot more shaping to do. Doesn't look very good, does it? But trust me, we have the beginnings of our canopy. That's what we're building up right now. So what we want to do now is to start getting branches coming out, like little canopies like this. And this is where you get tricky again. So I'm going to put fences away because I don't need those anymore. And I'm going to go up here and put a branch coming out over here. So if I want it to come out, actually maybe one down, even one down again. No, I want to go up 1, 2, and here. Okay. Always revert back to the good old scaffolding. I can't help myself. So I'm going to put the tree there. And come on, come on. Don't knock me off. Don't knock me off. There we go. Okay. And you might be thinking, well, how does that help? How does that help? Watch, and I will show you. You now have, you remember when you look at the jungle trees and you can see the little branches that come off to the side? This is what I have just made. And the tricky part now is connecting it to the tree. Do I have any? Yes, I've got some oak left. So say we get one down there. And then we want it to come out here. Jump. There you go. Do you see where I'm going now? How easy is that? We have just built ourselves a branch coming off the side of the tree, and we can do that all the way up. And by the time you finish, you get this beautiful wide canopy. Now up the top, I'm actually going to make smaller trees going around because that canopy is quite frankly terrible. It is the worst. So give me a minute just to go out and put some more branches around in different places, and I will be right back with you. Okay, so what we're doing now, I actually nearly forgot to record. Oops. Is we are building up the canopy. So this is the areas that I want to add leaves to. So what I'm doing is putting down trees, building them up. Thank you. Chopping and chopping in and putting a leaf in there. So I want to, now this is a big open space. So what I can do, in fact, is put something down there. Whoops. And that will fill it in, and then I just replace all the wood, dig it out, crawl back out into the world. Oh, I'm going to fall down here. Well, that's not good, is it? Let me hop down here. There we go. So you can see what I'm doing now is just building out the canopy like that. Now, see there's this sort of lumpy area in the middle. This is where you fill it in with all those leaf blocks that you cut off to make a more gradual change. And how is it nighttime again? What is going on here? And I want to connect things up underneath. I'll be back. Can you see how now we are starting to get the shape of the tree? And what we need to do now is extend it out on the other side, and it can even go out a bit further because we have these lower branches that have come out quite a long way. But I am loving how this is coming together. All right, let's hop on to the other side. Now the tree is quite massive on this side because of that large central tree that we made, but we want to bring it out probably around this level to fill in the canopy, and that will be our central peak. You know how the trees have a central peak. I don't know if it has an actual name, but that's what we're going for. I'm sure as I remove my bow from my hot bar, something's going to try and kill me. Oh well, we'll find out. So I just want to come in a tiny bit closer, not too much, because actually, you know what? I can do two at once. I can do one over here and I can do one out here. Actually, I'll do this one first and then see if I need to fill in. Now, if this is an enormous one, I'm going to be very upset. It's not. That's perfect. Bonk, bonk, bonk. That. Good. Now we will be filling in underneath with branches as well as some greenery, but you know what, I think this needs to go out a little bit rather than this way. In fact, I probably don't even need a tree, because one of the things that you need to do after you've done all this is to go around and get rid of those flat tree edges. You know the ones I mean, where I don't know why, but I suppose they have to edge a tree somehow, but you end up with this 9 by 9 flatness, and it's really important to break that up like that just to give it a bit more shape. And you can do it by edging out like that. You can dig into, like I could remove that to add some more shape like so. You just need to break up anywhere you see that's flat like that. And here as well, these little trees are terrible for it. All you need to do is put 2 up the top there and some in the middle there, and it just gives it a bit more shape. So I'm going to go around the tree now for a while and see if I can do this without falling off and dying, because that would be bad. And while I'm down here, I'm going to put a couple of branches coming out. So there's a nice, oh, okay. There we go. There's a nice one coming out here that I could use and then bring that up like that. Very simple, very simple. And I could even put one in, not there. That's not where I wanted it to go. In there. There we go. And then depending on what type of tree you feel like you are building, you can do drooping down bits, you can do all sorts of things like that. Look at the size of this thing, and we have done hardly anything ourselves. It's all been grown naturally and it's worked out quite well. I wish that I had bought rockets, but what I will do is I will jump off, fly, and there, yeah, there we go. I am so happy with that, guys. Let's see how it looks. Oops. Fail. Let's see how it looks from over there. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. How simple was that? You can make that. Anyone can make that in, I don't know how long this took actually, maybe half an hour or so. No, probably more. It's really, really hard to tell how much time has passed in Minecraft, or it is for me anyway. I always think that, oh yeah, I've just been there for 10 minutes and then it's like, you know, hours later. What's that SpongeBob thing? Many years later, or whatever it was that he says, is what has actually happened. And I'm going to bring this down a bit, wrap it around the tree. Oh, that's flat. Look, you can see how flat that is up there. So let me go up again and sort that out. It doesn't actually take much, and don't be afraid to put some leaves in underneath as well around the branches, just to blend them in to the tree. That looks so much better. That one is too flat. Okay, give me 10 minutes or so to tidy up the mess, take away the scaffolding, and then we'll have a look at the final product. There you go, guys. How's that? How quick and simple was that custom tree? Took no time at all. All you need is some bone meal, and you really don't even need bone meal. It just speeds up the process. And I have a custom tree. And now what I need to do is bring this walkway out and around that tree. So I'm going to work on that for 5 minutes and I will be right back with you. Well, we are almost done. I am just doing the little tricky thing with the dark oak that makes the wood look damp when it's underwater. I really love that trick. I can't remember where I saw it. I mean, I'm sure plenty of people have discovered it independently, but I absolutely love it. So here is our walkway from the main crossway coming out to our gathering spot, the tree, and don't mind the mess over here. This will all disappear, but for now it's there. And oh, yeah, I need to put a gate there. And this is the gathering space. And then there will be walkways coming off there and there and there. But the main ones will be here. And this is where I will be working next week. I want to build out a walkway to a couple of houses in the center there. And I think I'll use this bit of land from this walkway to build my farm. So actually, you know, I might do my farm next week. That would be a good idea because these guys need food. And if I can get a farmer going, then I might actually get myself some more swamp villagers instead of the one sad lone villager that I have now. And we are done. Unfortunately, my villagers do not believe that this bell is their meeting place. No, they are absolutely refusing to come over, which is unfortunate, but I'm hoping that they will get used to it. And as more houses go up and the center of the village changes, they will start to come and stand by the bell next to their awesome custom built tree. I'm so very happy with that tree. I can't even tell you. Well, I hope you found this episode helpful and keep an eye out for that tutorial. I'll try and get it done as soon as I can. Thank you very much for watching, my friends. If you did get all the way to the end of the video, thank you. And please drop me a like. And if this is your first time, please consider subscribing. I will have more Minecraft Let's Plays, and I promise there will be more APJava for you to enjoy. Thank you very much for watching. This is PenPen out. Bye.